Taking a chance to learn what's in my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. You die for me when I won't even cry for you. Oh, please, Lord, tell me what must I do? I'm taking out a page each day from the letter you wrote to me. A book of lies that I despise, but with your animosity. Take me back to a time we met on that bank all the day. We made it right from the first night till you threw it all away. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Would I see that you care when I'm in need of you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore. Confusion is a gift that forever falls my own way. I've never been so proud of that man I am today. Take me back to a time of our once happy days. Still you take forever for me with your condescending ways. Now it's time to do things right and get you out of my head and reel out the thoughts that fill me with dread. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Or would I see that you care when I'm in need of you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore. And the pain you've caused fell from afar, and the message that you portrayed, it caused me too much sorrow and pain. But I won't fall for that anymore. Would you dance to make my grave when I'm gone? Or see me for that man that I've become? Would I see that you care when I'm needing you the most? But you don't care. You're not there anymore.
Girl, and welcome back to Not In My Lifetime channel for a Saturday evening chilled Club World Cup big preview stream. And both. Thank you very much before we start for support on the last stream of LB. Almost 2,000 views, 141 likes, almost 1.2k subs. Honestly, to everyone who's been supporting that video, that stream, and supporting us right now and subscribed to us recently, Massively appreciate it. It's been, doing this over about a year and a couple of months now. So yeah, it's come a long way already in a short space of time. And big up to everyone for sort of helping us get there. But before we get on to the Club World Cup and all that kind of shenanigans, Bevan, mate, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Looking forward to the first game tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a bit, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it was a big up Banda, big up Adam, yes, boys, big up Dylan as well. Big up Dash as well. We're in the chat already. I'm sure everyone get your thoughts in the chat as well. Also do what Dash says. Smash the likes up on already. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 2K end of the year. And also just joined in. Big up Steve. All right, mate. We're doing good. And big up Normski. Everyone's obviously popping in now. So big up to you guys. Now, Club World Cup. It's here. After much waiting around and much deliberation on many different channels. If you want to actually watch a stream about Club World Cup and how it's all come around, especially the actual American event, make sure to check out Macwell on YouTube. There's a lot of essays on football. He does a good essay about the Club World Cup and the whole Club World Cup and the World Cup in America going on right now. It's well worth giving it a check out if you can. But tournament, let's call it a spade. This tournament is obviously a cash grab. It's obviously a cash. This is not some great idea for the sport, be actually, some amazing thing of football. It's all they're trying to do. They're trying to expand a very average winter tournament that was held in Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Greece, any other country that usually would be held in December, and do it into a World Cup tournament, and just putting money out there to make it look like it's some really amazing big thing. I mean, I get watching it, obviously falling into the trap of that commercial side of it. But I mean, mate, let's be honest here as well, right? As much as it's, as much as it gives other clubs like Empress Tunisia and a lot of like Tunisia and the Moroccan the chance to have a chance to be on the world stage, which is great for them. It just feels like another tournament where players are missing out and yet more rest time than they could need going into a World Cup next summer, which also in America as well. It feels like a massive, big, unnecessary tournament. You know what I mean?
The bit that I've never really understood out of this whole Club World Cup is what constitutes a team getting selected for it. Because, I understand that, we would get selected for it, but, Barcelona haven't been selected for it.
Liverpool
haven't been selected. Arsenal haven't been selected for it. So, you've got Chelsea in it. No disrespect to Chelsea, but what have they won to deserve being in it? I don't get what criteria is needed to for a team to be in it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, big up Steve in the chat. Big up Nick. Even 2 months to get the new song going. Yeah, we'll have to because we've got a lot of songs to start doing now for these new players. I'm sure we'll be hearing quite a few of them on the away days to come. To see a good chance to get go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm happy for. For me personally, I'm happy more about seeing the team begin to start a new evolution of a system. I'm excited for that. But the tournament itself, and we'll get into teams in a bit because we want to go through each team of our predictions for. Because I'm not saying we're fraudulent here. I do know what most of these teams are going to this tournament, so I do have an idea of how good they are. But it gives you an idea, especially anyone who doesn't know a lot about Palmeiras and that Fluminense and that, who they really are, how good they actually are. I think the Brazilians are pretty good, especially in America as well, where we're usually playing South America and that kind of humidity. So, and River as well, by the way, who've got Mastantuono is going around. We've got some good players in these teams and that as well. It's good to discuss them. And the boys burning alive at 8 degrees. Yeah, all right. But then again, from what I've seen so far. They actually look locked in, didn't they? Training so far, they look.
Have you seen Haaland's post today? He said something like Norwegian plus America equals burnt or something.
I think so. Yeah, I know, because for him, it's about being in Norway, chopping wood like a lumberjack, not being in LA weather. Big up Lenny. Yeah. Us Chelsea Madrid. Yeah, that is true, and that I actually agree with. That of us three being in it, PSG being in it, yeah, it makes sense to me. Obviously, if I was winning UCL, but then again, I have to wonder though, what if they're winning UCL? So what is it?
Yeah.
Inter Milan are in it as well. You got Salzburg in it. Like, why is Salzburg?
This is what I mean. Like, it's like they've just chucked a load of random teams in it. I mean, I'm not going to argue because if we win it, it's 120 million quid. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, effectively pays for our colour, doesn't it? So
big up her, big shout out, nice about 50s headed loop. But yeah, I mean, I thought I'm on holiday from next Thursday, so I thought I'd get a sort of and all the stuff ready to go. So the hair's finally decent for the first time before it eventually gets out of control again. So it's nice to get a frat
we were actually saying off air, weren't we? And as soon as I mention this, I know Steve's going to rip the shit out of us all evening for it. But the can you spot the difference effectively? You know, Luke's had a haircut. I've had a haircut. Luke's got glasses. I've got glasses. Luke's got a beard. I've got a beard. And Luke's wearing blue, and I'm wearing blue. So
matching. We're matching. Oh, bloody hell. Nick, right, that is bullshit. Because Liverpool are a big European. I don't care if we don't like them or not. They are a big European team. If you're gonna do a Club World Cup, surely you're gonna put the Barcelona's, Liverpool's in there, who are big teams in their own right. Well, you know, like, it's a bit of a weird one to me. Like I'm all for them trying to do something different with it, but it's like if you're gonna do this, make it make sense.
Yeah,
that's what I want to say. Heat is different. What I've heard here, it comes 90% humidity. It's horrible. Look, well, yeah. I mean, my cousins used to live in a bar, so it told me a lot how different it is to the heat. Like, obviously, our heat here, it's awful. It feels rotten when it's hot here. It's like you like Greece, some of that. It's nice because it's quite nice heat over there, and heat makes sense you'd sort of be in. But obviously, in England, Scotland, it doesn't make sense at all because we're not meant to have much heat.
Clearly, Pat don't give a shit though because he's got them out. He's got run, pass.
Yeah, he's fucking ready to go. I love.
He's got them locked in.
He does. Yeah, the two best teams in top of these because on UCL win. Yeah, but then again, why Salzburg though? Like, is Austria even the top five? It's not the top five, is it? The Austrian league, and they're wrong, right? I love the Austrian league. It's where Holland came from. I mean, a lot of good players came from. It's not bad such imagination, but why is Salzburg in the competition? I don't really. I don't really get it.
Didn't Pep Linders get sacked from Salzburg?
He did actually. Oh yeah.
So I mean, he got them to the Club World Cup.
Yeah, Lucas and Elvis Regia. I mean, I wish I was. Well, I say I wish I was. No, I don't, because the way he went out was not good. So no. In a way, if I wish I was cool as it, I would live a lot longer than he did. Twins. Yeah, I know. Here it comes. I can't see anything other than a European. I'll say. Thing is, Liddy, we'll go in a because I think it's worth analysing a lot of these teams and sort of being a bit, because some of them will obviously know anything about them, fine. But River Plate, Boca Juniors, the teams that people know about, and they are big clubs in their own right in South America.
They're used to the time zones. They're used to the heat. If you look, do you remember when we were in the Club World Cup final and we played? I think it was someone like Fluminense. Was it Fluminense we played?
That's it. Yeah, that was it.
For the majority of that game, it was quite evenly matched, really. I was quite surprised. I thought we were going to hammer them about like 6 or 7-0, but they for a large portion of that game they weren't bad at all.
No, decent. Was running off UCL. So I mean, morphing into each other. Yeah, it's starting to become a thing now, and morphing into each other. That's what I thought. But then again, if it was that, wouldn't it be like, you know, a lot more teams in this? It's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna do this coefficient thing, right, make it make sense. I'm not saying you have every best team ever in the world. I mean, Joe, look at it. If you're going to do this first inaugural Club World Cup thing, right? Do the best teams of the last 5 years or so in each league. Go from there. Then right. Whoever does better than the Champions League going forward, they get in the next one.
Well, it's
Just
like
find a way to
Inter
do it.
Miami. Like, why is Inter Miami in it? Just because Messi plays for
Messi.
them?
Yeah, well, at one point, Al Nassr meant to be in it, because of Ronaldo. So it was almost like both them were in it
That's
for some
what I mean.
reason. It's PR. It's PR to get
It is. It is. It's like, yeah.
It's one team from it. This is what I mean, Samir. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I'm all for other teams being part of it. Is it meant to be a Club World Cup, not a Club European Cup or a Club America Cup? Is that like I love watching? Is it a Libertadores final every year? Because it's always a fun one to watch.
Someone put a really good thing in the chat saying, "Why is there no Dutch teams in it?"
Exactly. Where's PSV? Ajax been more recently, but PSV have won the league. They're a good team.
Yeah.
Final have been good. Finaled. They've been great for years.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there? Exactly, Nick. He did. And look, let's just be right. Inter Miami, by the way, are poor. They're a poor team.
They're not great.
I'm sorry.
They're like, without sounding horrible, they're a team of has-beens. Like, they've got Busquets, a has-been player. They've got Jordi Alba, a has-been player.
Suarez.
You've got Luis Suarez that can barely run 20 feet now without looking absolutely caked.
Yeah.
You've got Messi that just walks around everywhere.
And still a baller still. He's still a baller. He doesn't know how old he is.
Yeah,
He's still
it's just a team of has-beens, really, isn't it?
It is. And, well, like, mate, the only good player there was Diego Gomez, who's now at bloody Brighton now. And you can see why. He's a good player at Brighton. He's doing really well at Brighton right now. But a lot of the young players coming through will be better teams anyway, because why would they put so much time in MLS right now?
This is what I mean. Samir's just put a comment in. Funny how MLS champions aren't there, but Inter Miami is. This is what I mean.
Yeah,
like, there's just no like logic to the teams that they've put in it.
Yeah. Just going down the corner, Salzburg have strong coefficient because they play European Cup every season. Yeah, I get that, bro. I get that. I mean, look, I get that, but you know what I mean? It doesn't really make a lot of sense still. Like, it's what I mean. If you're going to do coefficient, fine. But this is what I mean. This is what you're going to expect. It has to kind of work in both ways. Like, you want to best company, but we always want a fairness as well. It's about finding that balance. I get it's the first tournament and all that, but there should be a way. It should be a reason why they're there, just in big Champions League every year. It should be more than that. You know what I mean? Us and Chelsea have lost 30 weekends off. Mate, honestly, it's ridiculous. That is. I'm sorry. I'm Premier League. I'm sorry, but what are you on about? Look, I don't get this. Like, how are the players meant to get any rest? Like, mate, it's what I did towards another stream, right? So it's summer, Club World Cup, then pre-season, their season. That's long towards the start of June.
What I've actually heard, I've heard that after Chelsea have done the Club World Cup, apparently they're going on a pre-season tour after that. It
shouldn't be at all. Both of us shouldn't be on tours at all.
Chelsea, when they finished in the Club World Cup, they're going on tour. They're doing a pre-season tour. Like, when are they going to get rest? You know that Reece James is going to be cooked next season. The guy can't stay fit longer than 10 games as it is.
Walker to Spurs. I honestly, Tottenham know any bloody reason not to do so. Don't do it. Carl finished, bro. He's finished.
Oh, do you see that comment?
Oh gosh.
Do you know what? The guy's just a dick. Like, he really is. Like, don't get me started on ranting on him. Like, he's probably one of the worst captains I think I've seen at this club ever.
Bro, he talks too much for someone that acts like what he is. I'm sorry.
What club captain goes away with England and says, "Oh, Jack Grealish didn't deserve a place in the team"?
Yeah, I know.
What club captain does that? Goes out on nights out, gets drunk, and pisses up the side of a wall. does all the things that he did during COVID, during lockdown. Like, this is when you're a club captain, you're supposed to lead by example. Like, there's nothing that he's done which you can say, oh, he's a great role model for the kids.
Big up AK. Yeah, honestly, Dylan, the more he's talking, the more I'm like, mate, you are really tarnishing. Be careful.
He'll always
Just
go
stop
down
talking.
as the best right back in Premier League
Oh, he will.
history. But he's
Absolutely.
really, really tarnishing his legacy at the club by making these completely, like, he didn't even. The point is, right? He wasn't even asked the question because it was the other bloke that does City TV. What's he called? Michael, is it? Michael something.
I think so.
That he was on the podcast with. They didn't even ask him a question. He just literally out of nowhere turned around and said, "Oh, do you know what? I'd swap one of my Premier League titles for that European win with Spurs." He's like, "Oh, what would do the first one?" Like, do you know how entitled you sound by saying that you would swap one of your Premier League titles? Like, surely every single one of those titles means something to you because you've been a part of that success.
Yep.
And now you're trying to give them away. And this isn't the first time that he said it. This is the second time that I know of where he's talked about wanting to swap his trophies for something. Do you know what, mate? If that's the case, we'll take all your winners' medals because we'll appreciate them more than you will, clearly.
Yeah. What club can it's a miracle. That's a podcast. It's hard. He's not even retired yet. Do it after this, he's retired. Why are you doing it now? Stop playing football, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, is it Carl Walker? Yeah, AK it is. Talking bollocks, it is. Big up Staffy Dave. And walks back. Yeah, honestly, mate. Brains bleeding in his dick anyway. Colorado always been legend. Not Walker. Colorado. I mean, at least Colorado has touched about it. It is Colorado actually played for the club and not chat shit about us.
Kolarov was the utmost professional. He went about his business. He did what he needed to do. There was never any stories about him in the media, like
Nope.
Kevin De Bruyne, like David Silva.
Company.
These players, like Vincent Kompany, these players were never talked about in the media. They got on with their business. They did what they needed to do. They played football and they made themselves a successful career out of it. Like, those players will always go down as City legends.
Walker, legendary right back, but he's isn't smart. He's a bit of a well, Herbal exactly. It should have been Kev captain. It should have been if it's one of them two. It should have been Kev.
It to Diaz. I'm giving it to Rodri. Christ, I'm giving it to Haaland and Phil Foden before I'm giving it to Walker.
Yep.
I don't even think that Foden's captain material at all.
But Foden
But I'd still give it to him before.
Samir.
Do you know what? Right? I'm just going to put it out there. I honestly don't believe that Walker likes Man City at all, and I'll tell you why. He's got Villa Park tattooed on him. He's got Sheffield United's ground tattooed on him. He's got White Hart Lane tattooed on him, but he hasn't got the Etihad tattooed on him. And then he comes out making all of these stupid comments that he's making. I don't think that he actually likes City, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I was, to be honest with you, right? I mean, how he was at City right before all this stuff, right? He was unbelievable. I'm not gonna ever tell he wasn't. I loved Carl for the years he was here, but I feel like it's just gotten out of control. And if for everyone's sake, he needs to leave. For everyone's sake, leave the club on a free transfer. Wherever you need to go, do it. I want him gone, so we can move on.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. Like I've said, he will go down as the best right back in Premier League history, but he's tarnishing his legacy with the club by making the comments he is.
Yeah, he is.
Because the thing thing is, especially in this modern era of football, people don't remember the things from the past. They remember what comments they're making now. Like, call it recency bias, but it is what it is. It's true. Exactly. Yeah.
Was it? Sake. It is a shame. It is a shame. It is a shame.
It is a shame, but he's done it to himself. There is no one else to blame.
Yeah.
He didn't have to make the comments that he's made.
Hold on. Right. I will say, right, in the training videos, I was really pleased with what I saw from Berry. Everyone said we have to go out on loan. Well, mate, if he does well for this tournament, mate, what's to say he won't get a chance
Who,
to be Yeah.
I don't think he does go out on loan.
I think he's too good to go out on loan, mate. I think he's a good enough player to at least get a chance.
I can see Naipan going to Lyon.
Oh, by the way, Naipan's actually a player. From what I've seen, some clips of it, is a very talented player.
Very talented.
Right, I've got the predictor up. So we'll get that going in a bit. We'll get the comments. Just have Cliff Walker if Sabaleta played in this team, would have more trophies than Walker. I get what you're saying. I'm gonna say no. Now you might think why I'm saying that. The amount of times that Kyle Walker saved us in the Champions League, right, Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, right, and there's big games where like he defensively when it mattered most. I can't mate in that save final against Anthony Junior both times he kept them quiet when he was on his peak.
What I would say is, I get where you're coming from, and I agree, but there's a lot of things as well that Zabaleta did that went completely unnoticed. Like, look at the 93-20, yeah? Zabaleta was the first one to score. No one remembers that.
Yeah.
Zabaleta was the first one to score when we beat QPR at 93-20. Like, no one ever talks about Zabaleta's goal.
That's what I mean. And I just feel like that if Walker just keep his mouth shut at times, it would be so much. It would be so much more different than this. But yeah, I know. I've let one more trophy for Walker. I don't know about that. I don't know. I know Walker's being hated on right now, but if we're being real here, he hasn't. Like what? A Premier League. So Zaba won what? A Premier League title, FA Cup. League Cup, was it? Another Premier League as well. Another League Cup.
Zabaleta's won 3 Premier Leagues, I think. Maybe.
I think it's 2. I think it's 2 of him. He left his Pep. Is it first year of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get it. I get Walker's to hate him right now, and look, I understand it. But I think we've got to realise that he did win our stuff. It's just this is the thing. He needs to just shut up. Just shut up. Stop speaking. There
was just no need for it. There was no need to comment. Nobody asked him the question. He just it was just that would be like me and you having a chat now, and then me turning around and saying, "Oh, do you know what? I'd go and support United." Like that'd never happen.
Oh God! Don't say. I'm going to clip it and troll you now.
Get the context. Get the context.
They won't. They won't make context. You're screwed, mate. Oh, mate. Unlike Steve, 55 was born. Our first Prem in 44 years, and I've become my genius first season. Yeah, no, they're wrong. Unbelievable. The writing was a big part of that. I think Walker, for me, it's just especially when recent years he has contributed to it. It doesn't matter if you don't like him now or not. I think for me, I think you can actually compare them because both are very different players. was a lot quicker, a lot more rapid on the ball. Zappa was more controlled. I was like,
Zabaleta was defensively better.
yeah, that was it. I was better going forward. They was offensively. But crossing the ball, no, he wasn't.
I think weirdly, I think Zabaleta actually got more goals for City than Walker did.
Love that, Luquinho. I love that.
Love
New
that,
names I'm
yeah.
going forward. That's new names now. Yeah, that's a new name. Big up for the mate. I'll be doing good. Let's have a look, just to make sure everyone's right. I'm trying to get this to work. For some reason, it's being weird. I'm trying to get the actual on Chrome tab.
What are you trying to do? I'll see if I can do it.
Right. Get up the independent Club World Cup predictor thing. I'm trying to get it up. For some reason, my my computer won't let me do it. For some reason, I don't know why it's let me do it, but I'm trying to get it up so we can do predictions and that. Predictive, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird one, Hawks, but just I think for his, he just stop talking and just stop waffling on. Just stop digging a hole bigger than what really should be right now. Just remember, just leave us some grace and move on to the next club and whatever, and maybe to where we retire. I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm surprised he's even in the squad. I don't know what Tuchel's doing right now, playing him and him together. What the hell he's doing? Ridiculous. But I mean, I'm interested to see how. I mean, obviously, Livramento obviously is what looking at right now to replace him. I mean, I haven't heard what I've heard right now. Obviously, was it apparently City was a bit sure it is true or not? £40 million for him. I was like, £40 million for Livramento. I mean, that's if Newcastle accept that is. I'll say to Nick earlier on. I tweet earlier on. If we got Livramento for £40 million, that would be one of the biggest bargains of the summer.
Oh yeah, but I personally, I think if Turkey is good, I think he could be down as one of the best bargains in history, mate. So
100%, right? It should be able to work now, hopefully. It's working. It's working. There we go. Right, chat, get
is
involved.
This the one you wanted?
It's the one I wanted. Yeah, I did it earlier on. Right, let's get started, shall we? Let's predict the actual tournament together, chat and presenters. This is how we're going to do it.
Can you see that a bit better?
I can see it much better. Yeah. Right. So let's get into it, mate, shall we? What's okay?
Is that better?
A bit more. Yeah, that's it. Much better. There you go. I've seen don't drag this with mental soccer. Yeah. I agree on that one. Don't drag it on too much. Just put a bit in. If you can't keep Marcus about, don't bother. I think the answer himself knows more importantly now. Don't drag all this transfer saga for that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Not worth our time. Right. Group A. Palmeiras, Porto, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami. For me, Porto's group when I want to.
Yeah, like this was the order when I loaded it up, and all I've literally done is move Porto there. I think that's the order.
Because I'll say why. Inter Miami for me, too much reliance on all the players and Messi. Not much reliance on our players team. Like they have Benjamin Carracci, who's a good Italian youngster, but he'll be to another club anyway at some point in the future anyway. He'll be off to the Italian team in a couple of years' time. It's a very I get what Inter Miami are trying to do, but what they've done already, it's kind of ruined it because they haven't built their team up of young players through. So it's now a bunch of older players that have come in.
It's a bunch of old has-beens, which that basically generates them revenue because people want to go and see them. That's literally it.
Exactly.
They're not a serious club.
Yeah, and that's the issue we've got with it. I mean, Al Ahly have won 45 Egyptian league titles. Obviously, I think the most successful team ever. If I'm right in saying this.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this isn't us saying they're crap. No, not. I haven't seen them, but I'm obviously respect them. They are much better, than than a lot of teams in the competition will be. But I just feel like Palmeiras are much more used to obviously playing in America, and they're a much better team. Again, I don't want as much as obviously Ali have obviously, but I just think Palmeiras and Porto are much more suited to playing in this. I think for them, it's way too early for this kind of tournament for them. I think they're battered. I can see Ali beating them.
I think
reckon.
I think Al Ali beat them comfortably tonight. 3-1, something like that.
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like it would just be that. I think Porto Palmeiras. Yeah, I think chat. If you agree with us on this, obviously leave a like on the stream. We haven't read if you do agree with our obvious predictions so far, but can't think right now. Well, I think Group A is good on that one. I think.
Yeah,
Let's group.
move on to the next one.
Yep. Group B. Now,
I mean, to be honest with you, mate, I'm
this could be
literally happy with
yeah.
that. There you go.
Right. Before we move on, Seattle Sounders, as far as I'm aware, they're very poor now. They used to be a really good team a couple of years ago, but it was Clint C, A. Johnson, some very, very good players like 10 years ago, but Seattle are fallen massively now. It's a shame because I love Seattle as an actual city. It's a beautiful city, but I just don't think the team itself is anywhere near good enough right now for this tournament. I think Botafogo will cook. They will, because Botafogo are much, but I mean, even Botafogo aren't that good compared to a lot of other teams. But I just feel like the Sounders are just up their depth there. I think it's going to be a cooking. I mean, Botafogo are good, but Mexico, PSG, better quality in their teams. I mean, Botafogo might put a fight against both teams. I think they will. But I just feel like quality of PSG Atletico right now is too much for both teams.
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah, PSG top team by far right now. Yeah, go on.
Oh, right. So we've got some things to move around in here.
Benfica, yeah, right. First off, big up Auckland City. They're a pretty decent team right now and doing pretty good in the league right now, and they are getting better as a team. I like. Are Auckland part of City Group? Or is it not? It was Melbourne, isn't it? It's Melbourne.
Melbourne City, not Auckland. Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, but Auckland, obviously, I think they've done pretty well recently. I think they won the league recently in the other league. So, obviously, not a bad team. But again, they're in obviously a hot country, but it's a different kind of humid in the Americas. And Boca Juniors are a big club. They're a massive club, Boca Juniors. Like, this isn't just a standard Argentinian team. Boca and River Plate are two massive teams in their own right. I just feel like Boca Juniors are going to be a much more adaptive to playing in this. I think if Benfica
do you think they get runner-up ahead of Benfica, though?
I think they could, because Benfica have been pretty average, haven't they? I mean, it's one the league. I mean, Benfica have some good players in their team, mate. But I think Boca have a chance, mate. If Boca beat Benfica, I think they've got a chance in second.
So you want me to put Boca over Benfica like that?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Don't know, but okay. I picked the first two, so I'll let you go with this.
If we get it wrong, we get it wrong.
Yeah,
I think Benfica, for me, aren't impressing me as much as they used to. They have some good players, but not the players like Janez and that and Felix back in the day. Not the same level as
They've still got players, though. They've still got ballers.
Hey, Herbert, if they win the group, mate, I'd be great for them, but I don't see that. Oh, is that serious? £5 million? Bloody hell, £5 million value squad. That's crazy. Wow. Look at who wins the World Cup. Yes, Dave, I agree on that one. I'm the same as you. I'm not bothered really about overall. I just want to see how we do in really also with his new formation. But yeah, groups locked in, I think. That's locked in for us.
Next one.
Yep. Ooh, okay. Group D. Right, Chelsea finished top of that one.
You talk about this for a sec. I'm just going to give me a minute.
That's what's fun. Right, so Flamengo are a pretty good Brazilian team. I feel like they'll actually probably get second in this group. I think LAFC are better than Inter Miami, but I don't think LAFC are going to have enough to beat Mango. I think they'll probably get third. Tunis, as far as I'm aware of Tunis, I think they're actually. Well, they are obviously Tunis, Tunisian team, so that's what they are. I just feel like for me, right, they might have a chance of being the unknown team and getting a result as many Mango and FC, but I just feel like quality of the other two teams, especially is it Giroud and Lloris playing for LAFC, just like I just feel like Flamengo and LAFC are going to be much better at dealing with this. I mean, the freezer shop, yeah. I mean, sorry, Steve. Tunisia one from Flamengo to yeah. I just feel like see how Tunisia make it this far and make it obviously in the actual Club World Cup. I just don't feel like they're going to do very much against in this kind of group. I think Chelsea are great themselves. Obviously, they're on Conference League, and obviously they're pretty well getting top four. But Chelsea obviously are still a new team under development right now. I just feel to me Chelsea will win the group purely on quality basis, but I don't think Chelsea are that good yet. I think.
I would say I don't know who Tunis are, so that would be the order that I did.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I think LAFC are better than Miami. They're a better team than Miami. I just feel like the Flamengo are a better team with better quality players.
Flamengo will comfortably finish second. I think they could push Chelsea. I think Flamengo have the capabilities to finish first, but because it's Chelsea, I'm putting Flamengo second.
Yeah, I agree on that one. Group E. You know what, right? I've got a controversial opinion here. I think one is group. River, top. I'll tell you what.
It's gonna be close. I know what you're gonna say. Inter Milan have fallen off. They've just sacked the manager.
Yeah, squad's gonna be like. I reckon if I'm Lautaro, I'm leaving. I'm sorry, get out where you can. How is Kivu getting the job at Inter right now? He's just looking at Zaghi and you're going for a guy who's barely proven at Parma. Like, get Xabi Alonso did well, but that was Leverkusen at a different time. Inter are a big club in Italy. Like, this is a massive gamble.
Inter have got quite a big rebuild as well that they need to do because a lot of their players are getting on.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I just don't feel like. I just feel like this group. I think Monterrey and Euro Reds are decent teams in their own leagues. I think both will do great. I think Monterrey are more suited to playing in America as being a Mexican team. I think Aurora Reds are decent. Are Aurora our team, or is it Yokohama? I think that's our team, isn't it? In Japan, I think.
Yokohama's ours.
Yeah. So I think the bottom two are probably correct. I think Inter are going to just about get second of them.
I've got a back. At the end of the day, yeah, they weren't great in the final, but they made the Champions League final. Like they did beat Barcelona.
The chat is saying River, but that's a River as well. Look,
we'll go with it. But at the end of the day, they did make the Champions League final, and they did beat Barcelona on the way to it. Like, they're not mugs.
I just think River Plate right now, with the quality they've got right now, I know obviously Mbappé is leaving to Real in August, but I just feel like River Plate are going to be a lot more confident playing them now, especially on it. Is it American turf and that? Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fine.
I can see where you in the chat are going with it. I just see it as like they're getting written off way too early. Like they did make the Champions League final again.
Yeah.
And they did beat Barcelona, who was everyone's favourites to win the whole thing. So
I get you. But all right. Ooh, I think the top two are pretty Dortmund, Fluminense.
It's basically it's one of these.
Because right, Ulsan Hyundai are a Korean team that are pretty decent. Mamelodi Sundowns are South African, and they're pretty good as well in South Africa. They're pretty well known in South Africa. But again, I just feel like the Korean team are going to feel a bit out of place playing in America because of a different climate. Sundowns might do a bit better playing in a hot climate while playing in South Africa. But I just think Dortmund have more quality in their team. From say, I think we'll push them all the way. But I think it'll be this group, I think, overall. I'm sure chat probably agree with this one, but that's probably where I'm at with the 4 teams on Group F. Right. Well, I mean, if I'm being, it's Juventus, Ally. Yeah, this is what I'm going with. Right. Wydad, obviously, a Moroccan team. They're decent, but they're not. You know, they're a good team, but you know, it's. I think the bottom two just it's quality will prevail. This one, I think City are better than Juve. I know Juve beat us recently. I think City beat Juve this time. Much better.
I don't just think we beat them. I think we dominate them. I really, really do. With this young midfield that we've got in now, this midfield that we've got now is elite. It really is elite.
Yeah.
And don't forget, when we played Juventus, I'm pretty sure, like, that was when we didn't have any centre backs either. Like, the whole team was dead when we played Juve.
Yeah,
it was. I think didn't they only beat us like 1-0 or something, or 2-1?
It was 2-0. It was it Vlahovic and was it Yildiz? Was it? I think.
Yeah.
Or was it or McKennie? Yeah, mate. I was embarrassing. I was embarrassing losing to that team. So I'm way off it. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. Group H. Do you know what? I'll be real. I think Celtic finished by Pachuca. That's my group.
Yeah.
Because yeah. For God's sake, see, where is my mum?
Oh, so if we get it right in order, then that means we've got Al Hilal.
Oh, okay.
And doesn't Cancelo play for him?
No, hold a minute. Hang on. He does. Oh, that's a interesting match. That. Oh, right. Let's start with the first one. So, right. Atletico Porto. So you think that's going to be Porto? Yeah.
I think Atletico and Bayern are going to go through.
I think Flamengo will put up a good fight, but I think Bayern are just the quality will prevail.
And I think this game is just a little bit too good for Porto.
Yeah. Now this game, River Fluminense. Wow. Oh, I'll be going to watch.
Oh, mate. And then if we beat Halal, we'll get River. Where we buy most of our players from.
Right, well, have you? Right, yeah. I mean, look. Before we move on, right? I think that River game is gonna be a good one to watch. Yeah. I think City Hilal will be also a good one as well, but I think we'll just remember Al Hilal have just signed as it Inzaghi, didn't they? The manager.
Yeah, they have.
So that's not him.
I do think we beat Al Hilal.
Yeah, we will. I think we will as well. But I just like, for me, like, our quality will prevail in that one. Reverse Boca. Well, if they get that far, mate, if PSG and that cost, I'm not sure about that chance. But it'd be a shame. It'd be a shame because imagine that as a game, mate. Reverse Boca in a Club World Cup. That'd be a game to watch. Proper feisty game.
Yeah. I think Chelsea beat Boca and I think PSG beat Palmeiras.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I think Dortmund, yeah. Dortmund's counter attack. I think right. Let's go Bayern. Penalties. I reckon that will go to.
That'll be a tough game, but I'd probably edge it with Bayern just.
Yeah. Yeah. I like River Plate, will be River. Yeah, well, it's over Chelsea. Dortmund, yeah. Oh my god, these two games. Right. Bayern City. Company versus Pep. Pep wins. Pep will win that. Right. If we click. Okay. You just click that even. Tell me why PSV Real Madrid.
Tell me why PSG beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go on for a while. I think they've got too many egos in the team, too many players that want to play for themselves. You look at Vinicius Jr., he wants to play for himself because he wants to win Ballon d'Ors. Jude Bellingham plays for himself because he wants to, win individual awards. Mbappe is one of the most selfish players you can find out there. I just think there's too many egos in that team and too many players that aren't willing to play as a team, and that they would rather play for themselves. I think Xavi Alonso coming in, he will be good for them, but I think he's going to need time. And overall, like Lenny says, PSG are just a team. Like, they may not have the best individual players. I mean, don't get me wrong, the players that they've got aren't exactly bad. They're very good players. But they're just a team.
Mm.
Whereas Real Madrid aren't. They're a bunch of individuals that basically stand on a football pitch together and try to get everything for themselves.
So what you really think? Exactly, yeah.
Well, that's
Right.
that's what this channel's for, mate. We give our opinions. If you don't like it,
Do you know what, Staffy? Right, I'll be real. Mbappe. I'll ask you this in the chat. Right, has Mbappe peaked?
put a poll in the chat.
Oh, shut up! I'll do that.
Do you know how to do it?
How'd you do it? just put a poll in the chat. Hold on. I'm honestly, I should, but I'm just terrible YouTuber. That's all. I'm not a content creator that does all this stuff.
So all you have to do is go onto YouTube. As long as you're logged in on the same account,
yeah,
you could just go to our live stream now, and you'll be able to create a poll.
Okay, no worries. Let's do it now. Hold on. Right. Well, people. Cause I want to sort of see what everyone thinks on it because it's actually an interesting topic debate. I think this. Should be. I should do it on the app, really, but for some reason I can't. It was really annoying. Come on, YouTube. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Right, here we go. Right. Right. Okay, we go. Right. Oh. Double. Is it gonna let me load it? Come on. Come on. do this. One. I'm trying to do it right, but I don't know how. Oh. Right, here we go. Right, got it. Here we go. Right, finally. I can. Cheers for the comment, Cat. Sorry, I'm terrible at my job. Okay. Finally, I'll do this now. I can get much better. Oh man. Right.
You're gonna have to send us the login detail. Or I'm gonna have to run this stuff.
Yeah, you will. I'll do. For Joe, what from now on, let's do a deal. Hold on, it's actually come through yet?
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Cool. Right, brilliant. I can now go back to being a presenter now rather than actually anything else. Right, going forward, Bear will do all this stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm terrible at it. Okay, I'm not this. Honestly, the fact that he's commented bloody like that. Get out of it, man. The echo. Hold on. There was an echo because I played. Actually, went on the thing where right. After this show, I'll give you the details so you can stuff going forward.
Yeah,
man. I know that LB guy. Look, I'm not that level. Okay, I've got I'm terrible. I'm terrible at it. Right, right. So it should be in the chat now. Should be in the chat anyway. Wait, it's not in the chat. For God's sake! Oh.
It is. It is there.
Are you sure it's in there? I'm trying to see it, but it's not in there.
It's definitely there because it says there's 7 votes so far.
Which is baffling.
It's definitely there. I'm
see...
looking at it right now.
Yeah, I can't see the actual thing myself on.
That's because you can't poll on it. You're not allowed to give an answer because it's your poll.
Okay.
You'll just see the results at the end.
Okay, fair enough. He is, yeah. It's experience. That's why it's experience doing these shows for years. I'm still a novice and all that kind of stuff. So this is what another guy to help me out of it, who's just with me right now, because I can't do 2 things at once. For the ones I'm all that kind of stuff. Well, I picked PSG to win. We didn't, did we?
We beat PSG to beat Real Madrid, and I gave my reasons why.
Yeah, right. The final now.
You need to pick whether you would have PSG or Real Madrid, though.
I'm gonna say City beat the final.
No, but do you think PSG beat Real Madrid, or do you think Real Madrid beat PSG?
Oh, me. PSG win.
Yeah. We're on the same page then.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I just want to know your thoughts.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Now, is this bias? Yes, but also,
of course it is. Of course, it's biased. They've just won the Champions League and the treble. But I do think that they've had way more game time than we've had recently. So I think come the final, they're going to be knackered.
Yeah, agreed on that one. Joe, also right. Get out the squad predictor in a bit as well, and we'll do the Wydad squad predictor. Obviously, because I think before that.
What am I doing now?
Right, get the squad builder up, and we'll do it as a and the channel. We'll do
right, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. So City is it win it all, which is obviously of course 3-1 City. Yep, I mean that as well. Campeones, ole, ole, ole. Hopefully it's mate. Hopefully we do win. I just want to see. I just think for me, right, it all depends on the style. Because if we get the style play right, mate, a force again.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah, I just feel like, you know, this new style of play, the new system set up, it's going to be interesting to see how we look going into that game. I'm very excited to see this, you know, Nori, Shirky, Echeverry. I'm just so excited for them. So excited for it. Right, here we go. Right. So, the predictor for my dad. Do you think Edison or do you think Ortega gets the game?
I think Edison starts.
Edison, yeah, okay.
Why do you think Ortega starts?
I mean,
it would make sense if Ortega started.
I just feel like Pat's going to go with a different team for this one. Then Juventus will go for the full team.
Yeah.
Right. Right back. Nunez. Oh, yeah. Rico. Ooh, okay. Did you think because he's doing my right now training?
I think it's
that's
because
pretty good.
I think as well because Nunez played a lot of game time at right back towards the end of the season. So I think he'll be doing this to give players somewhat of a rest. I don't think he's going to do it with all the players. I think there will be like players that have started for us for, you know, the last sort of 6-7 weeks or whatever. But I just think with some players like Nunez, whilst he's got an opportunity to, he's gonna swap the team around a bit, like, kind of like the same reason what he's doing with Edison.
Yeah. Right. Do you think, well, let's have a think now. Will this be 4-3-3 or is it going to be 4-3-3-1?
It'll be 4-3-3.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Right. Centre backs. I think it'll be Hustinov and Vardio.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Now, I know people say, oh, what about Diaz? Well, he just played.
I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I don't think he plays Gvardiol for the first game.
What, Hayson or Stones? Wait, Stones fit? Oh dear. Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no.
Gvardiol's been our most played player this season. Why would they not give him rest time?
Good point. Yeah.
Especially when we're going to need him more towards the middle and end of the competition.
The
thing is, we can lose to Wydad and still qualify.
We can, but I'd rather beat them.
No, I'd rather beat them as well, but I don't think Pep's going to be that arsed about this first game.
Oh, point here. Vitor Hayes instead of Hustinov. I'm not against playing Hayes. No, I'm not against it. Especially against this.
I can't see them playing Kusanov and Hayes together because they're both too inexperienced for that.
Yeah.
But I think you're more likely to see Husanov than you are Hayes at the moment.
Probably, mate. Don't want Stones. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I've got Hustinov. Just seems to see. Yeah, I agree with that, Matt. I understand that. Can't really big into the game about them. Yeah, that's very true. I can't lose the wide ab. Can't lose the wide ab. Now, Aït-Nouri left back. Now, do you see him being more defensive or being more attacking?
Sorry, again.
Do you think Aiton Nori will be more attacking than defensive. Which be wanted.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Steph. Right, put in the chat as well. Do you think Mitchell Hayes stays or does he go out on loan? I think he goes out on loan.
I think he goes out on loan. I think last year showed how very little game time he's going to get. I think it's quite clear he prefers Husanov over Hayes. I think Hayes will have a big career at sea if he's willing to be patient. But I just feel, whereas didn't Hayes come from like a Brazilian team like Palmeiras?
Palmeiras, yeah.
So I just feel like Husanov's a little bit more like first team ready than Hayes is. If he's willing to be patient, I can see him having a good career. But
he's not Steve, by the way. He's not fully fit now, I think.
Yeah, he is.
On loan. Yeah, on loan, I agree on that one. Yeah. I think he'll be on loan to something like a Leon or something like that. Or I don't think he'll be that far. I think almost eight Nori, yeah. Agreed. For centre backs, I think at some point it will be for centre back. I just don't think it'll be this game. I think it'll be a much more back four until we get Livramento in. Gonzalez, Cherky. Oh, Gonzalez. I was going to say I'd agree.
I'd agree. I don't think you spam Rodri out just yet.
Juventus, probably. Reinders, yep. Had Hayes wants to stay though, in case that we should see how things turn out of all Babby's lunch running. Yeah, that's a good point. TJ, Nico, Shirky Midfield, yeah. Nico Reinders, Shirky, yeah. We get sport choice now. We are, Lenny. We absolutely are. It's good to have that again. Oh, that midfield. Nico Reinders and Shirky. I like that midfield already.
Yeah, me too.
Mate, remember last season, mate?
The reason why I see this is because you're going to get the width from Aiton Nori, and when we're on the ball, it's going to look more like this.
Yeah, I agree on that. I've seen Nico going centre back for a little bit and Rico going into midfield.
Yeah,
that could happen. Now, the front three. People will put Savio Doku. They'll put Marmoush Foden. I have a feeling it'll be Marmoush on the left.
Let me just drag these back into play.
Right. I'll ask you this, mate. Do we play the Savio Doku? Do we play Marmoush Foden? Do we play Bob? Where'd you put it at, Matt? Marmoush, yeah. Yeah, so I'll Staffy. Whenever get a bad Bob Marmoush Savinho.
Actually, I've just thought.
Go on. Oh, you think Omar? Oh, okay. Joe, what? I agree with that. Actually. Yeah, Haaland doesn't start. I'm on that.
I don't think Haaland starts.
No, neither. Joe, what? Neither do I. Because why should he?
I think this.
Yeah, mate. I think there's a chance now to see Savinho and Nori on the left hand side. I think it's what we need to see how it works.
You don't need Haaland against Wydad. He'll come on, but I don't think you need to start him.
No, I agree. Hold on. Out on. Alf has yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Rosa. Alf is I think his exams for the weekend, so I think he's just chilling this weekend. I think before he got back to streaming again, but he's okay though. He's all good. But yeah. Oh, so go on, mate. Well, you're speaking there.
No, I was just saying. I just don't think for Wydad that he's needed. It's the same reason why you've got Rico Lewis at right back. Same reason why you're playing Akanji and Husanov and Nico G. And you don't need to go full ham for a game like this. You look at Foden. Foden towards the back end of last season, should I say this season, missed quite a lot of games. Didn't really play towards the end of the season, to be honest. Had a couple of minutes here and there. So he should be getting minutes to give other players rest. Mamouche, I think the way that they'll do it, I think they'll play Mamouche for 45 minutes and then maybe give Haaland maybe 30 minutes or 20-minute cameo or something.
Yeah.
Cherki, they'll play him because obviously he's a new signing. Aït-Nouri, they'll play him because they'll experiment to see how good he is. This is an opportunity to put in the 3 new signings just to see how they get on, just to see what they can do, because it'll be, we're only playing Wydad. Go out there and show us what you can do, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Because now, again, I'm a bit stronger, probably. I think, again, we have to understand, of course, treat every team normally. I'm sure we will. It's still a good enough team, by the way. It's one of the first 2 games. It is. It should do. Against Juventus, obviously, Rod can
Actually,
have, go on.
I'm going to make a change.
Go on. Thank you, Rosa. Much appreciated. Thank you. Holiday ready. Well, the hair was out of control anyway, so it needs to be done. I would, Lenny. I think for me, I want to see Savinho and Aït-Nouri in the left side, how it looks, because I want to see how Savinho does with a fullback on the left hand side. Because yes, do you know what? Big Steve, he's just now at Echeverri. That's actually a good point. Very play. Yeah, that's what I go with, actually. Echeverri, Cherki, Savinho. Holy fucking shit. By the way, right, imagine that attack, bro, in the black kit.
Hey, Dylan, Dylan, I reckon I'd cook.
He would.
I reckon I would cook.
I was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I reckon I'd cook.
Yeah, full Foden was to me, I think he'll play some games. I don't think he'll play that many. He'll play a little bit, but I think it'll be more of a case of building him up towards the long term next season. In terms of like fitness and that. Yeah, well, exactly, mate. Posh life to come. Looking forward to it. Alf could never. DC, big up DC. Hello, how are we doing? Are we doing good? Doku was getting shout out. Alan Holland would be a. Yeah, he would. But I think for me, right, Doku was on the left hand side. Either way, still good. It's not a bad thing either way. But I would prefer to have Savinho play to see how it does on the left hand side with Aït-Nouri. This is where we get to see, because I think Savinho would need that kind of overlapping fullback.
Yeah.
So if someone is, I think last season Savinho showed a bit of quality that he can deliver. He can deliver to the box. He can do that. Goal scoring needs to improve, obviously, but he can assist goals. He can do it. The problem is that that team isn't great, but that midfield bro has runners. Echeverri's runner. There's Reinders. We've finally got runners in this team, finally, mate. So it's nice for once to have that.
Rosa, who are you calling old?
Love it, Rosa. Love that. Oh, brilliant. I love that. Bevo cooking stream. If we start going cooking streams on this show. Well, look,
Hey,
at some point.
Hey, do
Oh,
not
God.
forget when you're in Greece, right? Guess who's getting control of the pod?
We're fucked.
Hey,
We're
no, the chat have spoken. That's what they want.
Oh, what cooking stream?
They'll see me cooking up.
What?
They'll see
I'm like,
me
what
cooking
is
up
he
a
doing?
nice lambuna now. You know.
I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Lambuna watch along. Cooking with a curry sauce. Oh God, man.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Big up, Steelo, man. I always appreciate that. Big up, lads. Keep the great work. But big up, man. We do appreciate the support you give us. So it's not a massive stream tonight. It's just a chill chat with you guys, talk about the football and that. And the first time in a while, we're all actually positive and feeling good about City again. It's not because I think we got a bit last year, right? It got out of control. Like, fans fighting each other in the stadiums, mate, online. Content creators blocking each other and go at each other. It got out of control massively last year, and we've got to start back towards a better state for the whole fan base. Because I don't want that again. I really want that. Mid 30s is all for me. Wait, mid 30s all for me. Oh God. Oh dear, it's over. Oh no.
I may as well just get my slippers and my dressing gown on now then.
Oh, Jesus, mate. Can't hear anything but bass from what I'm seeing because been wanting to if you're to cook. I'll let me Wellington. Better cooking be Wellington is fat.
Hey, the chat have spoken.
Hampshire Blues in the room. Big up Tony for the Hampshire Blue. Big up, mate. Bever's right. Wisdom comes with it. Yeah, true. I mean, my wisdom's nowhere near it. Nowhere near that yet. It's out the door right now. My wisdom. So fair enough. Bever's more than I do, but isn't that much compared to me? We'll walk on with. Oh God, walk on with Bev. Oh God, I can't walk on with Bev. Imagine that.
Kyle Walker would be getting nowhere near the dressing room.
She's like, you right, Kyle, twat.
He would be getting nowhere near. I would have bodyguards out on the front desk saying, "You ain't coming in, pal."
Oh God, brilliant. Oh, Darsh, don't get. I'm drunk at wedding reception. God's sake, Darsh,
no,
not again.
Not
He's
again.
drunk again.
We're gonna have
He's
honest
done it again.
in the chat in a
He's
bit.
done it again. He's done it again. You fucking. Oh man. Brilliant. I love it. Joe, big up Darsh, right, for being here at wedding and on our stream. Big up to you, bro. You're a legend, honestly. Joe, what, Steve, you know what? We're not all problem. I think the right access issue. That's the issue we need to sort out and get right. Because I mean, Rico is a good player, but he's not good enough for overall. But we get right back in. I'm a lot confident about the team.
I'm gonna be honest. I still think that we need a world-class left winger.
Yeah, because I mean, Savio's still growing, developing. He's not that player yet. He will be. I think he will be, but
yeah,
I'm giving him time. We can't say right.
Cool.
You're the winger. That's not fair at all. Not fair at all. Now who do we get in though? That's the question for left wing.
Rodrigo.
I'm all for that. Now, will that happen?
I think it will.
I mean, it's not quite.
He's been glazing us for years. He's been glazing us for years. He said that the Etihad's the best place he's ever been for that atmosphere. He loves us as a team. He loves our style of play. He's been glazing us for years. I think Arsenal, once they've got in Gyökeres, I can't see them going for anyone else because I'm pretty sure I've heard Arsenal only have, I think, 150 million to spend this summer.
Think so, yeah.
So if they've only got 150 million and they spend 70, 80 mil on Gyökeres, they're not going to have the funds to pay for Rodrigo as well.
For God's sake, Steve. You can do one, DC. Absolutely can. Warrington Blues in the room. Where's everyone from Chit Chat? Be nice to know. Remember, I said, Tony, to mate, he did. He'd say there will be a few shocks, and there have been so far. I mean, Gyökeres, obviously not us, but Gyökeres to Arsenal, I actually think is a good. I think it's actually a good move for him. All that, I don't know. Is Arsenal a good move for him? Is it really? I don't know.
Well, I think Steve Finns just said there, ain't Nori be the width. I think that is the reason why you bring Rodrigo in, because I'm pretty sure Rodrigo's right-footed, isn't he?
I think he is. Yeah, I think he is.
So if you play him off the left wing, he's going to invert anyway. So ain't Nori would be the width.
He's done it again. Big up the USA Blues, DC Cox Ed. That. Well, do you know what? Jack's going. That's one.
Jack's going. So, yeah. Talking of incomings and outgoings, right? Did you see what Ederson said today? I'm glad that he's cleared it up for us, by the way. You know, we've been uncertain whether Ederson's going to leave or whether he's going to stay. You know, there's always been this bit of a debate. You know, is Ederson going to sign a new contract, or you know, is he going to leave? Or everyone's expecting him to leave. Ederson's come out today, right? Word for word, what he said. I'd like to stay at Man City, but I also wouldn't mind a move away.
I want to say,
so you want to stay and you want to go. So perfect.
Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should... That's the song. That is literally the song. Literally, that's like, mate. Are you the Clash right now, mate? Are you the Clash? Is that what you are? I'm sure what to go. Big Joe, what didn't he? Big up, by the way. Our family in Felix, though. So big up to you. It's like near Ipswich, where I went.
I think Doku will play more on the right, but I think he'll be. I think Doku will be an impact player. I don't see Doku starting most games, and to be honest, I don't think he's that good. Like, he can take his man on, but he can't do anything else. Like, you know, Doku now is going into his third season at City, and I've not seen anything which impresses me enough to say that he should be starting every game.
No, I agree. Mate, oh my God, gosh. Protecting the WKDs. Christ. Good luck, mate. You'll be a massive review tonight. Suffolk, big up, yeah. That's obviously where I think Vitco is. York, yeah. Big up, York. My move's better. That's show you what it is, right? It's weird. I think with Rodrigo, it is obviously everyone will have a Rodrigo, but I just feel like, you know, is he a left wing player or is he a right wing?
Rodrigo,
left wing? Yeah.
Rodrigo, you could. This is why I think he comes to City, because he can play anywhere across the front three. He's so versatile. For Real Madrid, he plays on the right wing. He says he wants to play on the left wing, but he can also play as a false nine. Like, you can play him anywhere across that front three, and he will do a job. Yeah. Which is why I think he's definitely a City type of player. And the guy's only, what, like 23, 24 years old? He's still well young.
Yeah. I want you to understand, if any of you go or a top wing than Doku, got to go unless you want homegrown like Gordon. Gordon, right? I'll be real. I like Gordon, but I don't think he's really kicked on at all.
I actually had a chat with you off air the other day, didn't I? And I said to you that I would actually prefer Harvey Barnes over Gordon.
Yeah. trying to go on the chat still there. That's it. Yep, near it. Pick it up. So I've got a family around there. I think my cousin's getting married soon, I think, so he's obviously got a wedding to look at. Another two busy guy somewhere, I think. Doku will be fucking Alf gets a job. For Doku, honestly, Alf is Doku. It's funny. Like, remember, come on, Alf's Belgian, by the way. He's Belgian, and he cooks Doku all the time. He says that's way better in that squad. I'm like, I believe you, because you actually watch him every week. Belgium, obviously, City. Yeah, I think with Doku, right, as a player, there is, but it's just, he doesn't know when to calm down.
He's not a City player. That's all it is. He's not a City player.
He's a good player.
City play with a certain way. You know, it's very methodical type of football. Whereas if you want chaos, Doku's your man. But if you want a calm, conservative approach, then Doku isn't your man.
He's a baller. Left wing. Yep, we're that one. Really hates right wing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is the point, though. He can play anywhere across that front line, which is why he's perfect for us.
Oh, Steve, I did. Armouche and Foden were brilliant. But they go, hold on a minute, though. Hold a minute. Savio, Doku, where are you? Come on. Shooting drills, where are you?
Oh, I know. Savio, Doku, they're the two people that need it.
Like assist-wise, I'm fine with it.
Maybe they were doing it. Maybe they were doing their shooting drills with Haaland because I didn't see him taking any shots either.
You know what? I've got a funny video that I'm going to share at some point. It's True Geordie. Is it headers in the box? It's like a thing where they're playing football and he's terrible at scoring headers as Haaland. Like just trying.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen it.
You need
to get that as a meme. You need to get that as a meme for next year. You know, for a short.
It will be. Trust me, I've got some memes ready to go for next season. I won't do them yet, but season start a fair few to. Because I think Haaland's heading, Matt. At times, right, he gets it right, but sometimes he's I don't know how he's that tall. I can't find his consistent. It's crazy. He should be able to do it. Decently. Someone has to leave. So Doku. Well, Doku for me out of the three. I think it's Doku.
Doku will go. Bob will stay. Savinho will stay because he's only been with us for a year. Doku's going into his third season and he just hasn't proven himself. A lot of players, when they sign for clubs, only get 3-year contracts anyway. Like he's literally going into his third year of his contract, and he's proven nothing.
Yeah, the playing a lot. He doesn't want to play right wing, play in the middle and left wing. Yeah, Dylan, you are right there. I think because on the right wing he's done well there, but I don't think you're right. I think he's better on the left.
No, you're right. But as long as you say to him, listen, you'll play the majority games on the left. We occasionally might need you to play the middle, and we might occasionally need you to play the right if we've got injuries. Like, I'm pretty sure he'd be happy with that. But he's a player that you can give him the keys, and he can play any of those three positions, and you're going to get a performance out of him.
Yeah. Rosa, I actually agree with you. I think the Premier League for Doku, right, it's. I think you're right. I think in a different league you do well in, but the Premier League it's just. I think it's just too rapid. For him, he just down when he actually plays football and sort of and think about what he's going to do. Like Aston Villa, for example, got on the ball, blitzed his man outside the foot, has goal. He does that every time. You will see a much better Doku.
I think Doku would cook for Bayern Munich.
Would. Yeah, hell yeah, he would. Absolutely would, yeah.
I think if he has a poor season this season, I think Bayern Munich come in for him.
Penalties.
Don't forget, didn't Vinny have him at Anderlecht?
He He did actually. Yeah, he did. I think. Ren. No, he was at Ren.
Yeah, but he was at Anderlecht before he was at Rennes. I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, right there. Yeah, he was. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he was actually. Yeah. Southampton want Bar on loan. Yeah, I've heard that, and I can see why he want Bar because Will Still managed Lons last year. And obviously, Juma Bar played
Hey,
at Lons.
at least you'll get to see one of our City players on loan, won't you?
Well, I'll see how Bellis play. No, but the thing is, right?
Have you
Bar,
renewed
right?
your season ticket for Southampton this year?
I have you. It's all sorted. Yeah. The thing is for me, right, with Bar, right, is I'll ask this as well. Do you think him playing the Championship will do him some good, or do you think he's better off getting a Premier League move, someone like a Leeds or something like that, where he'll get playing in the league?
I think little steps. He's gone from playing Spanish league for no disrespect to them as a club, but a poor club, to then go into Lens in French league, did really well there. I think a move to the Championship would be perfect for him because he's heading in the right direction. And I think any game time in England is just going to naturally help him improve. And going to Southampton as well. If Southampton said to you, "Can we get him on a 2-year deal on a loan for 2 years?" then the likelihood is Southampton are going to be back up to the Prem next season.
Yeah.
So if you get him on loan at Southampton in the Championship, and then they get promoted to the Premier League, he's going to be playing Premier League within the next 2 seasons anyway.
And also, I think as well, right, because Will Still's style of play is a lot more controlled, a lot more of a style than Russell Martin's. Russell Martin, he's one way or the highway, like Ange, one way or the highway. Where Will Still's a bit more pragmatic, which is why I think he would work at Southampton, where they need a style of play it can have going forward, and it's going to be a lot better for them. I think if they have that sort of stability, it can be a better team in the long term. Juma Bar being in that kind of setup where he's used to playing there will do him a lot of good as well. So I get both sides of it. I think it depends on obviously what you want from him. If Southampton, I think it's a good move for him, especially in a hard league as well. But yeah, I think for me, it's what City want right now. End of the day,
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see what happens. Bob broke through here and saying, "Look what Foden had to fight for it easier." I think with Bob, right? I think now that Bob's now injury free, I think he has a good chance now to finally mental. But I think for Bob, I'm not expecting him to blitz it straight away. I think he'll need a bit of time to get going. I think he will. I'm not sure he'll be Bevo, but that's right. Bob,
Yeah,
anyway.
and I think he's got to stay injury free. Since he picked up that injury, where the nasty one that he did, where he broke his ankle, or broke his leg, or whatever it was, he come back, played 1 game, and then he was out injured again for the rest of the season. I think if he can stay injury free, I think you'll see him, because don't forget, like, Bob's only had like 900 minutes in the Premier League. Like, he's really not played that many minutes. So I just feel like people seem to gas Bob up, and I get it. I get the reason why you would, because every time the guy's played, he's looked really, really good. But I don't like putting pressure on these youngsters. Like, just let them develop and let them play, and hopefully, next season he'll get more than 900 minutes, and he can start improving and getting some serious competition under his belt to be, trying to get picked for the starting 11 every week. Because I think he's good enough to. I think he's good enough to be in that starting 11, but who knows?
A bod lineup, I actually don't mind it. It's only a problem if this isn't the style of play Pep wants to go next season, but then less I want to see. Dash, I agree. I think this style of play will change. Last season's style of play, I'm sorry, it went stale. Massive style, and you can tell it went stale. I think it's going to change this season. I think Pep's ready. Pep, what we noticed right in the behind the scenes of Reinders, Jackie, Alec Nori. He said to he asked Viana, but Reinders said, "So he can run, yeah." He asked about him running, which is like, well, straight away he's already asking for some. It's like he knows the issues in the team. I think Reinders. I think the style of play now will go back to how it was a couple of years ago, where I've runners in the box now, where the wingers will actually have someone to pass into the box finally. Much more attacking, much more threat, rather than the same pass, cross cleared.
Oh, by the way, have you heard that Mbeumo might be going to Spurs?
Yes, that's good. I want that. I want to go to Tottenham because it means I can like him still. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to do it.
Apparently, he might be going to Spurs. I'm praying that that's the case. So Gyökeres has turned down United. Apparently, he said he doesn't want to go United. He wants to go to Arsenal.
So that's Cronenberg. Joe, before we move on, right? Cronenberg and Stella's thoughts. You're more a cider drink, aren't you? Beer drinker, aren't you?
I like a cider, but I don't mind Stella. I quite like what are they called? Are they called IPAs?
IPAs, yeah.
I quite like some of them.
Possibly, Steve. I think better pressing, definitely better pressing now. I think that's what we need. Better pressing. Just I think that's what the end is. What they offer. Doku will cook like Bello. Oh God, I'm gonna see everybody. You're asking for it now. You're asking for the first cooking stream. It's happening. It's gonna happen now.
It's gonna happen.
Well, exactly, Steve. He will cook. He will because there's no crash now. So now there's really no excuse now for him not to get assists now.
Yeah,
there isn't now. Why not bar to Arsenal? Oh yeah, stop a second. Good. Yeah, well, not right now. Would not. I mean, finished. Some seconds, but stuff. No, definitely not. Clinical was a word. Not. Clinical was a word. Dash. Instantly love Suffolk. Drew Sampson. I never want to see him back up again. Well, yeah, I'd be honestly right. I mean. After what I saw that season of that team, mate, I think it should be a while. But I'll be honest with you, I think Wrexham will be up before Southampton anyway. Which sounds mental. I'm even saying that out loud, but I think they will. Watch Rex. If Rex got the Premier League, mate, I'll be baffled.
I know.
Look, I said before about Wrexham. I think Wrexham have done really well to get this far. At some point, there will be a point where I stop at some point. There have to be. You can't do it every year. At some point, there will be a wall where it stops.
Yeah, I think it's going to be too much for them. There's established teams that keep coming up and down. I think you'll see the likes of Southampton, Leeds, Burnley, Sheffield United. They'll be the 4 or 5 teams that will basically just go. Leicester, they'll be the teams that basically just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And to break into that sort of 6 that basically just go up and down, you've got to do something really special. Really special. But I mean, Wrexham's not that far from me. It's like a 20-minute drive, something like that. So if they do get into the Premier League, then I'll be going and watching them.
Yeah. Big up, Rosa. Of course, you got old Bevo, good stream, guys. Please send me money. I wish I was bloody rich. Rosa, so I would send you money, but I can't. I ain't fucking rich. I wish I was. It would be nice. But big up, Rosa. Big up. I'll see Al streaming at some point. Will Shirky press? I'll press. Definitely. This team will definitely press, mate. They will. I've seen.
He'll
Brilliant.
press, but he won't defend.
Yeah. Yeah. Mid table. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see maybe like a 14th, 15th.
Yeah, I can't see him getting top 10. I mean, I like to look see because obviously I think in the summer you may go the race course. I was going to see.
It's the oldest ground in English football.
Yeah, no, I just want to go to it, so I'm happy I'll be able to actually finally go have a look at it myself, and also that pub as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, there's going to be a few streams coming up in the summer that you'll have to keep your eyes open for because it's going to be good ones. There's going to be not in my lifetime on tour, shall we say?
100%, yeah, and well, next season as well. I think planning for the games. Well, Joe, what we'll discuss that in a bit about the club's announcement on prices.
Yeah, that's significant.
If in a bit, get the actual statement up that they put up. That's why a little read of it in a bit. That's all right.
Yeah.
Again, I do it myself, but it's I don't know what's going on my thing right now. But yeah. But regarding to Wrexham, I hope they do really well. I'm sure they will. But I think at some point there will be a wall, and this is where they've got to analyze if they want to get better. And because I think the current ground right now, as far as I'm aware, it's not big enough to be a Premier League. Is it? Ground yet, is it? I don't think, or is it big enough to be Premier League ground?
It's what?
Is K Rob? Is it currently a Premier League stadium yet, or is it still was it not there yet?
Is what Premier League stadium?
Sorry, is the race course right now a Premier League standard stadium yet? I don't think it is it?
No,
because
it's not far off. It's not far off. The last that I saw, they were building. They completely knocked down one of the stands, and they were in the process of rebuilding it. But it's going to take a few years to rebuild, I think. Yeah. But I mean, technically, yes, it would be because it doesn't have VAR and stuff like that in it, or the capabilities for VAR. But if you look at what Ipswich were rocking when they came up, no, not with Ipswich, when Luton Town came up to the Prem, there's the race course is a much better ground than Luton's.
It is because Luton's ground's proper old school.
Yeah,
proper old school ground. I like it. I love Kenilworth Road. It's a really cool ground.
But the race course is a really, really nice ground. It's a really nice ground.
It's lovely. Because I actually watched the Wrexham series. They was on FM Disney Plus, so it was put out, and it's good because Joe Watt, big up to Robin Ryan. They really do care about the club. You can tell it's refreshing because they give their all their own support. It's not PR. It's actually very, very nice what they do, and they really do care. That's it makes them more relatable as well. They're millionaires, but
they care about the community as well, and what this is actually doing for Wrexham. It's very much like when City's owners came in, the one thing that they wanted to do with the club was they wanted to build up around the community and create investment for Manchester. And they've pretty much adopted the same kind of approach. They've not built houses and stuff like what City's owners have, but they've definitely brought more tourism into the town and generated more money for Wrexham. They've got a Wrexham sign in the hills just outside of Wrexham, like the Hollywood sign.
Yep.
I'll have to take you to see it because it's quite funny.
I'll be good at that.
But Wrexham itself as a place, it really needs a lot of investment. It was. I've lived in Wrexham and it's not the nicest place to live.
But the positives are
it's very poverty stricken.
Yeah, I agree. You know what it is though, right? I think they'll start investing in the area I reckon are they in the championship now?
Yeah.
I think what it is, it's all about building up the community first. Like, don't just put all this big stuff in there straight away. You got to build it at a time. Now the community's a lot happier now and got a team to be proud of. The area will get better as a result, and you'll start getting more tourism and also a lot bigger in neighborhood as well with more investment in it as well. So it'll make the area better overall. But I think for them, being in the championship for a few years is a good thing because it means that they can get a stadium built. They can also do the whole area, get looking ready to go, and then and they got a good enough team to actually go up. Be a team that can eventually attract big names in football in the long run. But I think right now they're a team that's getting better, but they've got a long way to go in that regard in terms of being that big team in the Premier League. I think they've got to get the area sorted out first, and also don't get rid of the turf. The turf is a big part of why Wrexham's Wrexham. Don't get rid of the pub. I'm sure they won't.
Yeah.
Because all reason the turf is there is because that's where it all came from. That's where I think a lot of the players actually sort of got changed their kit and went out onto the ground because it used to be where it went into, and it's why I always find Wrexham so interesting as a place, a community as well, because it's like that's how it was, and it's why the turf still has to stay. I think if you get rid of that, you're in the whole of Wrexham as it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know we're not Wrexham fans here. I always find the Wrexham stories interesting. If you haven't watched it, watch. It's well worth looking into how they run the club and how it's all done because it's really intriguing to sort of see into the live clubs rotting and in the middle of a national league. Fish it's an 18th 1 year, the lowest position ever in the club's history.
Yeah.
From that to down championship, it's a very good story to watch.
Well, they said, Rob and Ryan, when they first bought the club, they turned around and said, our dream is to get to the Premier League. And everyone laughed at them. Everyone was like, get to the Premier League? No chance. They're one league away. They're in the championship. Yeah. They are one league away from being in the Premier League. And if they continue with this trajectory, they could really push themselves into the Premier League. And I'm not saying they're going to be Premier League contenders, but they could solidify themselves in the Premier League if they keep going with this trajectory.
Yeah. Come on. Today's trailer, I'm going to Guardiola, Diaz, Gonzalez, Echemesi, Marmoush, Sevilla. Well, that's good. That's good to say. But I think again, Echeverri for me will be a surprising player for a lot of fans. All I'm going to say, it's going to be a very good player.
He's a proper tacky baller, man. What I love about the team this year is it's just full of vibes. You've got you've got Cherky that just plays like he doesn't give a shit. And you've just got players that can just ball out, and this is what I love. I don't care if we don't win the Premier League. I just want to see proper good football.
Mm-hmm. So do I, 100%. I'm sure. I know we definitely will. Oh, that's cool. Stephen Jordan played for that's brilliant, mate. I'm not Stephen Jordan.
I remember him.
I've heard the name because I went through the years.
I remember him.
I heard his name.
Oh wow! No way. That's mad.
Now it must sound bullshit, but I actually recognise that because I went through. Obviously, years ago, I sort of went through each season of the club and saw the names that came up with it. And I think you recognize certain names that come up. That one I do remember. So I can't remember what year it was again, but I know it was definitely recently. Was it 80s?
I want to say it was definitely Etihad era.
Right.
It wasn't Main Road era. It was. I'm pretty sure it was Stuart Pearce era.
Yeah. A DC, by the way, bang on. I wish Ronan could get more credit for it. The problem is they won't know because it's City, it's a gender. You know what it will be. DC, it's a gender. If it's not American or it's not a certain type, it's always like no, can't respect that because it's City. because there's a real like xenophobia in the community when it comes to.
And I'm pretty sure. I think Steele, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he played for Burnley as well.
Well, Steve,
I swear he did.
oh, right. Is it Llangollen this, or is it how do you pronounce that?
Oh, you're not going to ask me to pronounce it, are you?
Go on, Welshman. Say it.
Right, Llangollen.
Llangollen. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you've got to have a proper lisp when you say it.
I haven't got a lisp. I've got a stutter, not a lisp. Two different things, not the same thing.
I tell you, if you had a stutter and a lisp, you'd be stuck on the double L's for ages.
I couldn't do this. Like I'm not doing it. I couldn't do this stream. I stutter's bad enough. And a lisp, it says not like Harry Kane with a stutter. Oh no. Oh mate, I'll be fucking mad. Staffy, but back on. This comment is so true. Instead of being jealous, right? Oh, Wrexham got the money to go up though. Well, that's the dream, isn't it? To go from like mediocrity to go up to Championship in a matter of years. That's a dream.
Oh, Steve's just put back in the chat. Yeah, he was at Burnley. Yeah, I remember him, Steve. I remember him playing for City. That's mad. Well, if you see him, say we wish him all the best.
That was it. When I was 2007. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I remember him.
Burnley as well. Yeah. Right.
I mean, I should remember him. It wasn't even that long ago.
Right. If you get the City statement, please, for the tickets while I'll read of it, because I think it's worth discussing that while we remember it, because I don't want to leave that like next week back. So then I want to sort of.
Isn't it on the club's official website?
If you look up on City Twitter, right, and City's Twitter, and it should be on there nowadays.
I'm gonna look on the club website while I'm here first, just in case.
You list us up there. Someone's joined us. Someone's joined the podcast. But this Thursday then.
There we go. Ticket update. Yeah, they have got something.
Here we go.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it. I'll the chat after each paragraph, and I'll just whatever's obviously there of information we've discussed. Give the chat our point of view on it. So, go ahead.
Following continued consultation with City Matters and ahead of next week's Premier League fixture announcement, we wish to provide fans with information about Citizens Matchday member ticket prices for 25-26 season. For the 25-26 Premier League season, all adult Citizens Matchday member general admission match-by-match ticket prices will fall within the range of £30 to £60. That is significant drop. You're talking about tickets there going from £70, £80 down by... So they'll now be in the price range of between £30 and £60. So you could be looking at games like Fulham and Fulham, Sunderland, teams like that. Like you could be looking at around £30 for an adult ticket for that. And then the £60 ones, that'll be the likes of United, Liverpool, Arsenal.
No, mate, that's great though, mate. I could probably go to the Derby
that's
game.
doable. That's doable.
It's respect.
Oh, here we go.
Obviously.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The price of each match will vary depending on the fixture, with matches split across 3 different categories. For adults, the lowest category matches will range between £30 and £50. So they'll be like what I said before about the teams that have just come up, like a Burnley or a Sunderland or a Leeds. Those will be the £30 to £50 bracket. depending on seat location. So the mid ones will be like for, I'd imagine, for like mid-table clubs, excluding United, even though they're a mid-table club. So that'll be like the likes of Palace and Brentford and teams like that. They'll be the I'd imagine they would be in the bracket of maybe 35 and 55.
If I'm right in saying, wasn't Bournemouth? Was it £56? Was it 70 quid? Was it?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, yeah. And then the highest category matches will be, so the highest category matches. So if you're looking for a game against Liverpool, and you're looking at the third tier, you could be paying £40 for a ticket in, family stand level 3 of, or
that's fucking great. That's great.
You could be looking at 40 quid. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I believe overall they might tell. There you go. So these prices represent a reduction compared to by last season. By way of an example, for the Manchester Derby, the lowest priced adult tickets have been reduced by 43%. That's nearly 50% off.
That's fantastic.
While the highest prices tickets have been reduced by 22%. Again, that's nearly a quarter of the price knocked off.
So it's right, Steve. Do you know what I'll do, right?
So just as an example, last season, if you wanted a highest price ticket and it was, Liverpool, and it was £100, it'll now be like nearly £75. So it's basically cut a quarter of the price off, which is brilliant.
Steve, as far as I'm aware, Steve, I don't think that they've actually released a price yet for next year. I think it's because the fixtures for the championship don't come out until is it the week after our ones? I think usually after our. So yeah, I know he's trying to be. It's not taking the piss. I know what he's doing. I know what you're doing, man. I know what you're doing, but. I mean, I'm just saying, but if you want to go to next Pompey, what club would be that one? That'll be a war zone. That one. That'll be a war zone, mate. If you want a derby, that's a derby for you. I'm sure anyone in this chat will know more than anything, right? How bad those derbies are. If anyone remembers when we were watching them, especially in the Championship and League One.
Yeah. So I was right with the Category B ticket. It is 35 to 55.
Darsh probably how much she was drinking. Probably. I hope Darsh was okay. I didn't work with Ferretti. Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. She definitely should. Right, go on. Sorry,
season tickets, which have not increased in price, will continue to offer the lowest prices on a match-by-match basis, further improving access for young fans and concessions. To continue making match days more accessible for young fans, tickets for Citizens Junior memberships will range between £15 and £30, depending on the fixture and seat location. Tickets for Citizens Matchday members aged between 18 and 21, over 65, and eligible disabled fans will be priced between £22.50 and £45. So, as I mentioned before about the ticket brackets, there was the cheapest one, which is 30 to 50, which would be like the teams that have just come up and bottom of the table teams, obviously excluding United. And then Category B teams would be like Crystal Palace, I'd imagine sort of Brentford, Bournemouth, teams like that. And then Category A would be the likes of United, Liverpool, Arsenal, maybe even Chelsea. But then you've got under 18s tickets, which, again, is brilliant. So whereas it was costing, say, the best part of maybe 150, 200 quid for tickets, you're looking at getting these tickets now for nearly 100 quid for for an adult and a child.
By the way, quickly, see, I paid 185 quid to go to Wembley, got ripped, lol, then paid 9 quid burger outside the ground. Had a great day, and then we lost. We lost. Went brother and a Turkish meal after some drinks. So sorry, yeah, I went to the game as well, man. I had to pay about 125 for my ticket, which is mad, but there we are. But I paid less for the last for that United final. The Palace one was crazy. Mad how that works,
Wow.
but. Yeah, and Steve, you're right. Trains about. I mean, obviously, I got Manchester quite a bit. Obviously, got the Wales to see, but see family also see better at some point. But the thing is, like, they are expensive trains. They are expensive. Fortunately, it's just a bad reality of this country how mad it is. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it ain't at all. Bloody burger, crazy. Even Dean, I don't know the best train for times. Like it's mad. DC is mad, isn't it? Like, I'd say I have the same train I take as well to Manchester because it's cheaper than going direct from Southampton, right? It's mad how much it costs. It's crazy. I've got 3 cooks in the water, 20 quid at Wembley, Lenny. Bloody for 3 cooks in the water, 20 quid. That's a rip-off. My God, that's crazy.
I mean, that's quite cheap comparing to where you go. Normally a bag of that stuff's more than 20 quid.
Well, probably, yeah, good point. well, for now, DC, but they're in the country, mate. A strike's coming soon as well. It's crazy. But no, right. Oh, sorry. Carry on. Obviously, I was reading what they're saying, but obviously we'll discuss it probably as well. But,
price promise. Representations by City Matters have led to a commitment that whilst the club may reduce prices for Premier League match, should it move due to the club's ongoing participation in cup competitions, under no circumstances will the price of Premier League general admission ticket increase during the season. So basically what they're saying is you could be looking at more expensive tickets as we progress in things like the FA Cup and Champions League. What they're saying is these price reductions that they have made is specifically for the Premier League only. Which is okay. I'll take that. It's progress.
I think the cup ones were okay anyway. They weren't the issue.
Yeah,
well,
the cup ones were terrible. The Champions League ones were a bit steep. Anyway, just to finish this off.
Yeah.
The first release of Premier League tickets for all home matches will go on sale in the middle of July, with the majority of tickets continuing to be made available closer to the respective match. We would once again like to thank City Matters for their continued engagement on match-by-match ticket prices throughout 24-25 season.
Well, honestly, I'm happy with that. Is it, look, you did realise this, right? This is exactly what we wanted. A proper structured ticketing price, which is not really fraudulent and making you have to lose, making you like spend a mortgage to even go to like a Wolves game. You can now get tickets for a fair price, and it means we'll now actually be able to get the Etihad sold out every week.
Yeah.
I tell you, right, the club kept thinking, "Oh, get behind the boys." And you don't play back to fucking, it's cheaper for people. This is what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't make these things expensive. Right? You got to make them not like cheap, like £10. Of course not. But it's got to be a balance to it. You can't overprice fans, and that's a big reason why everyone fell out massively of the club of it. And it's why protests happened. It's why 1894 did what they did. And obviously it's worked and had a big impact. But this is what I mean. This is what it does. And
in all fairness to Khaldoon, though, Khaldoon come out and in his end of season review mentioned about this and said that the fans are the beating heart of this club and they need to be respected. And within a couple of weeks of that statement being made by Khaldoon, ticket prices were dropped by nearly 50%. That is huge. Like, that is massive. So City Matters, 1894. Everyone that participated in any of the protests, everyone that's had any kind of effect on this, fantastic work. You've all done amazing. This is only just the start. I feel like there's going to be more to come.
100%. Dude.
Especially with the slight issue at the moment of the facial recognition scanners on the turnstiles.
Yeah.
I think this isn't over. I think there'll be more concerns raised to the club as time goes on. But we're moving in the right direction, and big up to everybody that was involved in making this affordable for people that might not be able to afford to go. So for people that don't know, I'm a single dad. My child lives with me. I can't afford to go to match days that often, and that this means that now I'll be able to go moving forward. I'll be able to go to games with my son and take him to matches, because it's now affordable for me to do it. And there are plenty of people out there that are in the same boat. And big up to everybody that's fought hard for it, because it's fantastic. It really, really is.
DC is true. It's important that June gets cheaper. So, likes of Bevo's son, in my kids in the future as well, we can actually bring the kids to the games that they can afford to go. Make it expensive. All you're doing is just making it worth for those fans that can't get to go. So I'm happy that we've done that. So we can get those next generation of fans coming through. It's what we need. Big up Alf, big up your frauds. What's in long? The last time's on Monday when that's done. I'm dreaming like a madman. Big up, mate. Big up Alf. Big up. Good luck in exams, mate. Good luck in your exams. But yeah, I'm just saying though, if I see you do a watch along at any of those Club World Cup games, I'm going to watch it at a protest. I will. Even on holiday, I'm watching it. I'm on holiday. Trust me, I know what you're going to do. Can't sit there and call the Club World Cup, a PR scam and call it fraudulent, and then sit there and then watch along for it. If I see you do that, bro, honestly, if I see you do that, I think I'll do. He did those. I'm 100%. He definitely did for that one, because you can't do them prices right, and but the fans sort of just take it on board. I've all look at prices. Well, mate, it'd be good to have you. It'd be good to have you there, mate. If we get to actually conversation, it's more for you.
My only worry with this now, by doing what they've done, my only worry with this now is, now that they've linked up with Viagogo, more tickets are going to be bought and sold at higher prices, because tickets are now cheaper to buy.
Yeah, exactly. That is. And the first one was called crap. Yeah, well, Lily, big up to Lenny. Obviously, you've obviously seen a few crap things as well, especially Stuart Pearce, Dave James up front. Christ, but yeah, I know it's but the fact is, obviously, you've been there obviously before you obviously won all the stuff, but it doesn't make your time any less significant. I get how it is. Obviously, not everyone can sort of have the tickets for everyone, can they? Especially if you move elsewhere. So be on a go. I'll stream. All right, you said I do that, but I know you. If we cook against Wydad, you are going to think, I could do a stream. I know what you're going to do. And that's my smiling right now. Room smiling and smirking right now. I know you, bro. I know honestly, bro. I swear. If I see that,
He'll probably play the career mode as well on amateur level.
probably, yeah. That's his level. That's his level. They do, but they won't because of that deal. I won't do it, unfortunately. It's a shame. FIFA 18, yes, it's got worse than mate. 70s, 80s, 90s, big up, then he. Big up, almost 30, 40 years of watching the team. Big up, that's great work, that is. Felix Stone now. Alf, yeah, Steve, Alf can't resist. He cannot, he won't be able to resist. I know what because every man's dog will get one of these. Yeah, that is the thing, Steve, but also it's good because it means that the stadium will be full mostly, which we need. The players need fans behind them. They can't have a ticket prices being a reason why.
No, Alf, what are you doing, mate? I will pay you right now.
I
will pay you right now.
8-round trip to Manchester. Yeah, it's a long time. Oh,
I will have you up like one of those beef Wellingtons that Steve wants me to make. I tell you, mate, you are getting fried. I tell you what, Alf. I tell you what, Alf. Here's the thing for you. Let's have a little bet, right? When you get to 1,000 subscribers and you set up your memberships, I will personally gift 20 memberships to your channel. If you can beat me, if you can beat me, I will gift you 20's a bit high. It depends because he's probably hang on, because I know what Alf's going to do here. He's going to charge like a tenner a membership. So I will personally gift 10 memberships to your channel if you can beat me.
Big up, Steve. 770s. Beef Wellingtons. What? You missed quite a lot, Alf. What's the rest of the stream? Legendary. Alf Bevo's a top cook. He's Hester Blumenau. Blumenau. I got the Blumenthal. Blumenau. So you're saying hotel, DC, I'll be real, I'm not staying that. They're going to charge like fucking 200 grand. Well, £200 a night for I'm not. It was affordable, sure, but I'm not spending 200, 300 quid a night for a hotel. That's just no point anyway. Oh, flip flopping. I'll say flip flopping.
Well, I'll gift. End of the day, I get paid nothing for doing these. I'm doing this off the goodness of my own heart because I don't think you're going to beat me.
Neither do I, but no one does it. We do it for free. Right. Okay. All right. Joe, what then? Alf, if you're on PS5, let us know. Just let us know if you're on PS5 or Xbox. I'm actually probably on PS5 anyway.
Doesn't matter. That game.
Good point. Yeah. All right. And
that's what I mean. He can't get out of this. He physically can't get out of it.
Oh, I love this already. Okay, right.
I'll tell you what. It's one for you. You'll pay for the ticket. Pay for me and Luke if I beat you 3 out of 3 times. Because I know it's going to be 2-0. I know that. I know it's going to be 2-0. So if I make it 3-0, you pay for both of us.
Chat, if you want
deal.
To stream,
he's put it. Deal. Yeah. Done.
Right, chat, if you want to stream, leave a like. All right. I think we've got to do this.
Got to.
All right. Right. Okay. I fucking hear about 8th Division 1 football. you see us a little bit. I know a little bit as well. Dylan, we will. Look, what we'll do is, I'm trying to think because not on YouTube, but right. I'm trying to think how both of you are going to do this because obviously, if it's both you streaming
it, on PS5, you push a button, you can stream it live to YouTube.
Okay, all right, cool. Right. What we'll do is Well, do it when I get back. So let's do it in July.
Yeah.
When I'm back. It's a bit of a ways away, but it's that way. Once I'm back, we're all back doing
Yeah,
things
fine.
for full
You need to give Alf time to train, so it's all good.
Right, okay, Alf, Tim, cool. Right. Coming soon, people, in July, you will see the face-off on
You
stream.
will see an absolute demolition job.
I'm just saying, right, I guarantee you this is being clipped right now. This is being clipped right now.
Clip it. Clip it, it's fine.
That'd be something. Yeah, exactly. Come on, guys, don't be doing that. Meet very quickly. That's so yeah, look, honestly, right, that'll be good content. I obviously we'll bring it to you as well. Now, in regards to, so obviously from Thursday onwards, I will be away for about 10 days away. Bevo will take over the channel. So obviously, I'll see how everyone's doing, obviously, and chat away, obviously, if I'm free. But I'm probably going to just spend this time just drinking and time. I think I'm there for a reason. I'm not doing. I mean, obviously, we'll obviously, I'll share it around and get it involved. Obviously, whenever you stream, mate. But obviously, you're obviously in charge of social media and that from that point onwards. You can sort of get everything shared out and that. But 10 days away, obviously, I'm not sure. Obviously, plan. Obviously, you have to me a little bit about what's coming. To come, but obviously not.
To be honest, mate, I've not. Yeah, this is City. You know the drill.
Oh, won't that. He won't do that, Steve. He won't. But
no, that's a bit extreme.
If it's 5 games out of 5, he probably.
Hey, 5 out of 5.
Well, you can actually nowadays you can play as a crossplay now. I think it's crossplay, isn't it? I think. So it's like it's a bit more.
Yeah.
Shared. Yeah, it's like online game now, so it's a lot easier to do that now.
Watch him hire tax or something. I'm just gonna get smacked, aren't
I? Yeah, you get bro.
He'll get the FIFA Pro from City tax to do it for him.
Oh my god. But yeah, so Thursday this week, you'll be obviously I'll be away for 10 days. Will it be another stream before? And probably. I mean, I'll be real with you. I don't really want to do everything for the sake of it. I'd rather us do content when there's something to talk about because obviously it's a bit pointless. I mean, I probably will do another panel show at some point. I'll obviously get everyone on at some point, have a chat about the World Cup at some point. But I'll be real at the moment. While tournament's on, because I'm not playing it till Wednesday. It's kind of difficult to sort of really get that, sorted. So what I'll do for the moment is I'll probably do a little like a video, some of that where after the game, possibly before I go away. But I think next week will probably be with Bevo. But we'll see what happens. Like, I don't want to confirm that yet because news come out. Grealish going. We've got to discuss that, but it's more of a case of at least this channel is in capable hands of Bevo. It'll look after it for the next 10 days or so. Then when I'm back stream, sort of discuss everything that's gone on so far and give a little review of everything. But I imagine by the time I'm back, it'll be in the group stage at the start of knockouts. So it's quite good. By
the time you're back, mate, we won't have a channel.
Oh yeah, I've got that. Yeah, it's like, look, where's the fucking channel gone? Oh,
I got us banned, demonetized, copyrighted.
Oh, because as Alf did that as well. Alf got revenge. Alf, not the channel. I can't do that.
Because you've got me streaming Fortnite at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Loving the blocking thing. Yeah, it does look good now. Right. Or 2.5 hours stream. Big up everyone for tuning in. We're on 31 likes now. We get up to 40. That'd be great. We very much appreciate it. Obviously, we're getting tuning in now. Even quite nice now, which is quite good. About 30 of you, obviously, at maximum. Obviously, every time we're doing a stream now, which is great. Obviously, it's built each time. So big up to you guys for tuning in on Saturday night. It's pretty dead right now. Obviously, it's summer. Obviously, quite humid. Obviously, it's not started yet. In about AM, a couple of hours time, we start the 1 AM football again. Obviously Inter Miami versus Al Ali. I'll probably watch that game If it's boring, I'll turn it off. But
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a watch.
Oh God, you probably will, but yeah. You and Buddy Wells, me and HMP. Oh God, bloody hell. Yeah, big up Liam. Make sure he has this rate.
Yeah,
Subscribe to Liam, get him to 1K, Alf, get him to 1K. Both great guys, great content. Do you know what, Liam? At some point, I'll message you at some point. I'll have to get you on as well at some point. It'd be good to have a chat with you about stuff. Obviously, I know you're a good channel yourself and to have a chat about everything. And I'll do a little hint as well, because we'll say it as well. We have plans to do a big preview of next season, don't we, mate? There's plans of that to come on that. Not confirmed. We're not saying on it yet, but it'll be a lot of to come for the summer. That's always on that front. But
yeah, it's just an idea that I've had fluttering around. Obviously got to make it happen and stuff, but we'll hopefully if the timing's right and stuff, yeah.
100%. Yeah, so a lot of things to look forward to. Should be good. Big up to all you guys for tuning in. We do vastly appreciate it. I think we're 5 subs off 1.2k. So if any of you in the chat haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and get us.
Wow, 5 subs
of 1.2k, not of 2k. I'd be what? I'd be mad, but yeah. Big up, Lenny. Much appreciated, Lenny. I massively appreciate it. Yeah, so in regards to this should be the last stream probably for a bit until, I'm back. Well, obviously, but there's a stream next. I'm not sure when that will be, but again, obviously, it'll let you know, obviously, on YouTube space, obviously, because if you can actually make sure to use the actual posting, because I do on the community page on the channel. You can create. So just put that out there when that happens. But yeah, because all of you choose again, like the streams, subscribe everything on the ready, and we'll see you guys next time another stream or a video. Take it all. Have a good evening. See you till we fucking die.